My good brother Rod Wilson, the executive director of the Virginia Burns Hope Center,
Are you talking? You want me
often said, and a local school council facilitator, I might add, often says that if it's good enough for parents in Oak Park, if it's good enough for parents in Wilmette, if it's good enough for parents in Northbrook, why is it not good enough for parents in the city of Chicago?
Say that.
We cannot forget the point. This might be a little redundant, but we cannot forget the point that across the United States, with the exception of one city, little Montclair, New Jersey, every school board that has either state takeover or mayoral control serves primarily black or brown students, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
We cannot be afraid to call it what it is.
Call it what it is.
That is voter suppression. So the same Democrats that like to point the finger at right-wing Republicans actually duplicate right-wing behavior. Because if you look at any city where there's a hood, look at any city where you have under-resourced schools, where the liquor store is the grocery store, where we don't have affordable housing. Unfortunately, these same Democrats are the ones who govern it. And it's time for us to raise the bar.
Raise the bar.
Raise the bar. All right? You're going to stop talking progressive, but acting like white supremacy. We are less concerned about people storming the castle and storming the White House than we are with people who disenfranchise us in our own cities. Malcolm X once said that he prefers the wolf to the fox, because the wolf, you know what you're dealing with. The fox will smile at you and eat you when you turn your head. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the fox. But we fox hungry. We fox hungry. We coming for an elected representative school board.
Yes.
All right? And last thing I want to say before we call up our last two speakers. Often, the perpetuators of inequity say we don't want to bring politics into public education. That's why we don't want elections. But for us, everything is political.
That's right.
So let's examine that for a second.
Our right to breathe is political.
The Academy of Urban School Leadership, which was ushered in by former Chicago Public Schools COO Tim Cawley and former school board president David Vitale, both of whom were the former CEO and board president of the Academy of Urban School Leadership. They ushered in 27 schools with no bid contracts, no competition contracts, and they closed our schools and gave them over to these people we didn't know. They made a promise of a master teacher with an apprentice teacher in every classroom, and they immediately reneged. These schools proved to be mediocre, and today we look up and they like,
we done.
We out.
We out. AUSL. We
This
out.
is what you get with an appointed school board. A hybrid is an appointed school board.
Say that.
A hybrid is mayoral control light. So to every mother, every father, when you look in the mirror and you dream about what you want for your baby, when you drop your baby off at school and they do something that makes you tear up, they're so beautiful. They say something so brilliant, and you had that moment where you dream about their future. Never forget this. Equity starts with governance. Equity does not start with the benevolence of those people around you. It starts with the power to make decisions that are in the best interest of your people. We are not fooled. We are not fooled. We are coming for an elected representative school board. So now, I'd like to call to the mic. 1 second, let me talk to my co-conspirator.